After the fall of Kiev in late December of 1943, the 1st and 2nd Ukrainian fronts of the Red Army encircled several German divisions during the Battle of the Korsun-Cherkasy pocket in January of 1944. Over 60,000 soldiers, including the Viking Division, were trapped along the Dnieper River. Roughly half of the German forces broke out of the encirclement. Similar to other formations in the pocket, Viking suffered heavy casualties and lost nearly all of its heavy equipment. No longer did they have any tanks, artillery, vehicles, or rations. Many soldiers were entirely without weapons, quite a few even without a food gear. These units had to be withdrawn for rest and near-complete re-equipping. In early March of 1944, Major General Herbert Gille was given command of the rear services defending the town of Kovel. Gille's Viking Division had no heavy weapons after coming out of the Cherkasy pocket, with the exception of the 2nd Battalion, 5th Panzer Regiment, which was in Germany re-equipping with Panther tanks, and the 3rd Battalion of the Germania Regiment, which was re-equipping with armored half-tracks. The two other regiments of the division, Westland and Germania, were equipped only with small arms and machine guns. It had been quiet in the Kovel sector for several days. But in late March of 1944, the Soviet Red Army attacked Kovel with 10 rifle divisions, a tank corps, and 2 tank brigades. The Viking Division was completely cut off. Soon after the beginning of the attack, the 27-year-old SS First Lieutenant Karl Nicolussi Lech, commander of the 8th Company of the 5th SS Panzer Regiment Viking, which was outside the pocket, received a radio message from the besieged commander to withdraw. He ordered his radio operator to ignore the call and started to attack. Risking court-martial, Nicolussi Lech proceeded to fight his way through the Red Army encirclement, destroying several tanks in the process. They rolled over the Russian trenches, crushing gun positions and machine gun nests, and then German steel helmets appeared before them. They were inside the pocket. It was exactly 7:30 on the 30th of March 1944 when the tanks under Nicolussi Lech reached the Kovel railway loop and established contact with the German strongpoint. At 8 o'clock they stopped in front of the Viking commander, SS General Herbert Otto Gille's command post. Out of the initial force of 17 Panther tanks and 1 Berge Panther, only 7 tanks reached the Kovel defenders. Nicolussi Lech's Panther tank was the first panzer to break through the encirclement. For his action, he was awarded the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross. Panzer Commander Nicolussi Lech succeeded in making a breakthrough to the encircled town on his own initiative and under severe conditions. His Panthers, along with the 3rd Battalion, Regiment Germania, greatly contributed to the occupying troops holding out. The Red Army lost 295 tanks in the Battle of Kovel. After the 5th SS Panzer Division Viking had established a corridor to the trapped forces. Thanks to the reinforcements, the Kovel garrison was deblockaded by the German relief forces. With the Soviet forces being pushed back to the outskirts of Kovel, after which the front line finally stabilized. A German general withdrawal began on the 10th of April 1944, and by the 8th of May 1944 the SS Panzer Regiment 5 was withdrawn from the fortress of Kovel. This was one of the last and important tactical victories of the German army in the Eastern Front, which stood out against the background of a whole series of heavy defeats suffered by Army Group South during the same period. After the Second World War, Nikolai Silek, like many other Waffen-SS soldiers, left Europe for South America. He returned in the early 1950s, and he became the founder of the South Tyrolean Center for Education and the Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art in Bozen. The holder of the Knight's Cross and the German Cross, Karl Nikolai Silek, died aged 91 in August of 2008 in South Tyrol.